Welcome to Midnight Mule FPL. I'm Midnight Mule and this is the video for Game Week 38 where I show you my plans. And I've got 3 free transfers, but I'm not really sure that I need any. But then, hey, what do I know? But before we look at my team, let's see who did well in Game Week 37. Top scorer in Game Week 37 in our Midnight Mule Mini-league was Camario Jackman with Santa Cruz FC with 93 points. And that was managed with Cucurella for 15, Rogers for 6, Embuemo for 5, Captain Gibbs White for 22, so that was nice. Watkins 5, Visser 10, and then the bench boost had Bowen for 8 and Milenkovic for 8, so very nice. And we have a new leader. We have Sujam Bata with Thevk 18 with 71 points. And that was managed with Reyes 7, Konza 15, Rogers 6, Embuemo 5, Bowen 8, Saar 5, Visser 10, Watkins 10 as captain. So points all over the place. And then on the bench, Kivior for 7. As for me, I'm all the way down in 399th. I got 42 points. So not a great week, but it nearly was. So Captain Embuemo 10, Bowen 8, Visser 10. But De Bruyne and Haaland were very close to getting lots of points, so I nearly had a good score, but didn't actually have a good score. And then on my bench, Kivior for 7 points. So 42 points, game week rank 4.5 million, another red arrow. And amusingly, I'm actually nearer the 2 million rank now than the 1 million rank. But that's okay, so I guess my goal for game week 38 is to stay inside the top 2 million. That's right, a good learning experience. I've gathered lots of useful data this season, so that's nice. So we've been following Paul Alb with FC Bulldogs in the Cup. And in the semi-final, he was against Renato Merseyside. Paul got 54, Renato got 47. So Paul is through to the final and will be playing Vuk Gajic with 360 no Pope. And I don't know if that's to do with Newcastle or the Vatican. So Paul had Martinez 6, Saar 5, Captain Embuemo 10, Rogers 6, Marmouche 8, Visser 10, and a massive score on the bench with Reyes 7, Konza 15, Kivior 7, but all those points were lost. So well done to getting through to the final. Thank you very much to anyone who's watched any of my videos during the season, left comments, likes, subscribed, etc. It's very much appreciated. So my options. Genuinely, I don't need to do anything. And I'll show you my team as it stands. I've got Kepa at home to Leicester. Perfectly good, happy with him. But if something happened to him and I had to play Sales at home to Chelsea, I'm alright with that. Sales is very popular. Some managers are going to have to play him anyway. I've got Kivior away to Southampton, so that's nice. Gvardiol away to Fulham, very popular. Some attacking return there. Wan-Bissaka away to Ipswich. Could get a clean sheet, could get attacking return. Ain't Nori at home to Brentford, very nice. And then Huijsen at home to Leicester. So I'm only going to play 3 defenders anyway, so 2 of these very nice defenders has to be on my bench. And then for my attacking 8, and of course I need 7 of these, Embuemo away to Wolves, very nice. He's looking for his 20th goal this coming game week. Enzo, he's my 8th attacker, he'll be on my bench. But if he ended up coming in, that's alright, he's quite attacking. Palmer on penalties. Forest defence hasn't been great recently. Happy to have him. De Bruyne very close to getting decent score in the last game week. Didn't happen, but nearly happened. So his last game for Man City, he could well do all right. And then Bowen away to Ipswich. Lots of managers are getting him in this week. Visser also on 19 goals, going for 20. Haaland, not many people have him, but we know he's a good player. And then Kuna at home to Brentford. And found out today that Strand Larsen may not be playing. And if he's not, that gives Kuna presumably more chance of getting more minutes. And it's almost certainly his last game for Wolves. But I can take up to 3 players out. So the sort of players I'm willing to take out, perhaps. I can lose De Bruyne because that releases money, as does Palmer. They're not massively highly owned. So if I get rid of them and one of them does well, it shouldn't sting too much. Enzo just to free up a midfielder position. I made this video yesterday, that is, I got it all together. I'm happy to get rid of Kuna he's probably not going to get 90 minutes. And I could at a push even get rid of Haaland. Hardly anyone owns him, so if I got rid of him and he did well, that's not going to hurt my rank, as if my rank could hurt much more. But you know what I mean, it shouldn't be a big deal. And then the players I'm thinking that I may get in, I could get Salah back in, Luis Diaz, Gakpo. I can actually get those 3 Liverpool attackers in at home to Palace. That could be a high scoring game, that might be quite nice. I really like Rice and Odegaard for Arsenal. I could also, of course, get Saka, but I think I actually prefer both Rice and Odegaard, and possibly Odegaard the most out of those 3. And then Ivan Nilsson, of course, very popular up front. He could do all right. And then, as I said, I put this together yesterday. Strand Larsen, if he's fit and available, he's absolutely a viable option for me because he's cheaper than Kuna and he's been doing well recently. So the way I might be lining up is Salah as captain at home to Crystal Palace with his mate Luis Diaz in midfield. And then Haaland as my vice captain with Gvardiol in defence. Kepa at home to Leicester. Aït-Nouri at home to Brentford with his mate Strand Larsen, if he's fit of course. And then Kivior away to Southampton, Bowen away to Ipswich, and Bremo away to Wolves, and Vissa away to Wolves as well, of course. So I am a bit of a meddler. Both my wildcards this season, I changed a perfectly good team where I had no issues and made the team worse. So it would absolutely be in my nature for this season to use 3 free transfers, and weaken my team, but that's okay. And then on my bench, I'd have Sales at home to Chelsea. I'm okay if he ends up playing. Wan-Bissaka away to Ipswich, very nice. Huijsen at home to Leicester, very nice. The reason I'm not playing him is because I have Kepa in goal, though. And then Enzo away to Forest. Then as for the background picture, we have there some very thirsty bears, because it's game week 38. And there's an FPL meet in London at the Thirsty Bear. If you want details, you can get hold of FPL Meets on X, and the actual address is simply that. You don't have to say you're coming, you can just turn up. So if you happen to be in the area, it'd be great to pop in. Now I live a couple of 100 miles away in Cheshire, but I'm going anyway. There we have it. That's what happened in Game Week 37 and my plans for Game Week 38. And it really has been a fun season, and I feel very fortunate that it doesn't bother me that my rank's not great. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a good final weekend and hopefully see you next season. Cheers. Bye.